Welcome back to, I was doing a showdown live, and you might recognize this team from a couple videos back. It's just a little change suggested by a pretty excellent raider on the forums. I actually added Crobat onto the team over Mienshao. It keeps up the speed, eliminates my weakness to other Scarf Mienshao, eliminates, it gives me a more reliable switch in to Florges, so that's really good. And it also gives me a way to defog away Hazard. So Crobat was really just a perfect bulky support for this kind of team. So we're gonna go ahead and get a couple battles here. The amount depending on the length of each. I'm just gonna pause until we get one. Alright, so we got a battle against a pretty threatening looking team. Half of his team actually mirrors mine, so that's pretty interesting. I suspect he might want to lead off with Machamp, so I'm just going to lead off with my Crobat. If he leads off Umbros, I can just safely U-turn out into my Swampert, as he does end up leading with Machamp. However, I'm going to predict him to want to switch out into his Umbros, so I'm just going to go for the nice and safe U-turn as he actually switches out into Swampert. You know, not a problem. I'm just going to go for a safe Dark Pulse as it hits pretty much everything on his team except for that Machamp, which I do have Crobat for. You know, Dark Pulse plus a Draco Meteor should be enough to take down the Swampert, and I do have Defog. It actually looks like 2 Dark Pulses might be able to do it, but I'm just going to go for the Draco. So I take out the Swampert. If he wants to bring in Machamp, that's fine. I just have a safe switch in into Crobat. Or really, I actually don't know what this Hydreigon's going to be good for on his team, and I really don't want to switch in Crobat on something like a Stone Edge. Like, Starmanitan is probably Scarf. I mean, I guess it can tank a Flare Blitz, but Alakazam outspeeds, Crobat outspeeds, so yeah. I'm kind of gauging what I really don't need on this team, and honestly, I don't see this Hydreigon doing a whole lot for the rest of the battle, so I'm just going to go for Superpower, as unfortunately I do get the crit. I don't know how much that mattered, as he does just go right for the Dynamic Punch. It's not a problem though. I'm just gonna go right into my Crobat, go for a nice defog, as he does go into his Umbros, which is, you know, fine by me. I'm just gonna go for the safe U-turn into my Swampert, and I really should be running 4 speed on this to speed creep Mega Umbros. At the same time though, I need this, you know, I'm gonna be real and go into my own Umbro so I can fire off a Dragon Pulse safely, because I'll be faster than him since I am not Mega Evolved, so now I pretty much just get a kill here for free. So getting rid of that Mega Umbros was really good for me, since I really did not have a solid switch into it. You know, Swampert does not have any special defense investment anymore, so it could have just come in and wreaked havoc. As he's going to switch in Alakazam, which is fine. I'm going to switch in Jirachi. I feel like it's a pretty solid switch, unless he predicts that and goes for the Shadow Ball. As he does just go for the Psyshock, it's fine by me. I'm just going to go for the safe U-turn, as he does not predict that very well. I think Crobat is my safest switch here, as I'm just going to go for another U-turn. I lose absolutely nothing by it, and getting rid of the Alakazam is going to be really useful, or at least bringing it down to a Sash at least is going to be useful for, I think Lucario might be my win condition here. And you know, I don't really have to worry about Darmanitan because I do have Swampert in the back. So I'm just going to switch in Jirachi yet again. And yeah, I do just want to gauge what kind of Darmanitan this is. So he does end up going for the Darmanitan right now. Actually, I think, now that I'm thinking about it, Jirachi is my win condition after I get rid of this Darmanitan, so I'm just going to go for the safe U-turn. I don't know if I want to have my Swampert take any unnecessary damage on the switch in, so I might want to sack one of these two. Mega Ampharos is useful for Crobat, while my own Crobat is useful for Machamp. I am fully physically defensive with Swampert, so I can probably take a... I'm gonna do a quick calc here to see how much even Banded Flare Blitz does to my Swampert. So Life Orb Flare Blitz only does about 40%, so I think Swampert is a safe switch in here. I can gauge. Let's see, he goes for the smart U-turn. And if he wants to switch in the Machamp here, honestly, I can just go right into my Crobat. It's not a problem. So he does not predict that, and I'm just gonna... I mean, I basically get a kill here if I can break through the confusion. As I do not end up breaking through confusion, he's gonna be able to knock me out. But you know, it's fine. I forget if Ice Punch kills Machamp, but I'm gonna make the prediction anyway, as he ends up living. But I get the freeze! Wow! Okay, well, I was making the play there by trying to predict the switch into Crobat. Honestly, if I can... See, I don't want to be greedy, but if I get the SD off here, then I basically win. Oh, it doesn't matter, because if he thaws here, I can just, Jirachi. Yeah, Jirachi and Swampert seal up the game anyway, so he's gonna stay frozen. As I'm gonna go for the extreme speed. It's a safe option for me. If he Darmanitan dies to extreme speed, I'm pretty sure at that range of HP, and he forfeits, putting us at 1586 elo, so which is not bad. Yeah, I feel like Jirachi and the combination of Swampert and Jirachi won that game already, since Swampert is a good switch into Darmanitan. And seeing how he U-turned there told me that he wasn't any kind of wall breaker set, that he was probably just the standard Scarf set. So, you know, Swampert was completely free. I suspect the Machamp was the Assault Vest, meaning it was not Guts, so Scald was free every time he brought in Darmanitan. And after Darmanitan was gone, then Jirachi just cleaned up from there. So that was a good game. We're gonna get one more. So I got a battle against a really interesting team. I don't see Porygon Z a whole lot. It's been a while since I've seen a Nidoking. Usually it's Nidoqueen nowadays. It's a good thing I run Ice Punch on Lucario. Although Timid does outspeed me, so that'll be tricky. I think Ampharos is a pretty safe lead, as he leads out with Arcanine. Not really a threat to me. I can freely Volt Switch. I'm not afraid of the Nidoking, since I... Speak of the devil. I'm gonna predict him to go for the Ice Beam, predicting my Hydreigon or Crobat, so... Man, I don't have a switch into this thing. This is tough. Because I kinda need my... I don't need Jirachi, really. It doesn't beat a whole lot in this team. It beats like Florges, which I have Crobat for now. And I guess it beats Porygon Z, but that's it. I really don't think he's gonna go for Earth Power when I have a Crobat and a Hydreigon. But you know, I'm gonna switch into Jirachi, as he does go for the Ice Punch. Very interesting. As I'm just gonna go for the safe Iron Head, as he brings in Milotic. That's a free switch for my Ampharos to come back in. And this time I'm gonna go for the Dragon Pulse. Actually, no, I don't lose. So this is a physical Nidoking. Okay, I'm gonna go for the Volt Switch, as he does switch in the Nidoking once again. And this time I'm gonna switch in the Swampert. Now that he reveals that he is he's a physical variant. I lose nothing with Scald right here, as he brings in my Milotic, does nothing. Just gonna get my Stealth Rocks up. Don't burn. Man, I was afraid of that. Another free switch for my Ampharos, and I'm gonna go for the Volt Switch once again. I'm not trying to predict anything with that Nidoking, as I do get it. I suspect it went for... I mean, I guess at worst it could have gone for Ice Beam. I think Lucario's fairly safe on this. Oh my god. Oh, I got wrecked. Well, there goes my win condition. I guess it wasn't gonna do. Man, you kidding me? Okay, he switches to Nidoking. That's a good thing. As I just completely. Okay, I did not see that coming. The nice. Wow, I got wrecked. So definitely expecting a Ice Beam from this. So I'm just gonna switch in. Goes for Tri Attack. That does a ton of damage. I'm not really afraid of Arcanine or Milotic. I have switch-ins for both at this point. So I think Iron Head is fairly safe, as I do get the flinch. I'm gonna go for it again. So this is some kind of adaptability set. Yes, he does switch into Arcanine and takes a load of Stealth Rock damage. I'm just gonna switch in my Swampert. Really lose nothing by it. I want to be real here and predict the Wild Charge. I mean, not the Wild Charge. Sorry, the Close Combat. I'm over. Really nice. I got the. I really don't want this thing recovering for free, so I'm actually gonna calc to see how much a Brave Bird does to. This is where a Sky Plate might have come in handy. Okay, so what is this thing at? 35. I do have a chance to KO if this is bold. 252, 252. I'm gonna go for it. As I don't get it as he goes for a cover. Man, that's unfortunate. So I'm just gonna. Ampharos is fairly safe, as now nothing is immune to Thunderbolt. As he goes into his Florges, not a big deal. It's a free switch into my Crobat. As he just goes for the Wish. I don't want him to wish into Arcanine, so as he wishes into Milotic, that's fine. I'm really not afraid of Milotic at this point. I see revealed, like, even if it Scald Burns me, like, I'm gonna go for Volt Switch this time. Predicting Florges yet again. Really just trying to wear down his team. I could go for Thunderbolt will OHKO this thing, but yeah, if he just goes into Florges. Really not a problem, as now I can just safely go into Crobat, as that was probably a misplay, because now he just goes back into Milotic. Just gonna go for the Brave Bird, as that should kill, because just based on the damage from the Thunderbolt, that was definitely especially defensive. As now I can actually just go for another Brave Bird, as he goes for the extreme speed. Fine by me. I'm not really afraid of Absol because I do have. Fuck. I don't have anything for this Absol, but I will get my. Yeah, I'm gonna get a Roost off, as I'm predicting the Sucker Punch. I don't know what does more damage. Does U-turn or? Nah, Brave Bird definitely does more damage, but. At the same time, if I think U-turn might be my better play. Simply because I can save this. This is a threat. Nah, I'm gonna Brave Bird. I'm gonna be real. That hurt. But the Brave Bird does kill. Yeah, Absol is a piece of paper. This is absolutely nothing. I don't see a whole lot of point in. So is this like a Choice Scarfed Porygon Z? So I guess then Jirachi is my win condition after I get rid of this Milotic. I don't think I want to switch Ampharos indirectly this time. So I'm just going to go into Hydreigon as he goes for Scald. Not a bad play on his part, but we confirmed that this was physically defensive based on the damage from Brave Bird, so I think Dark Pulse is relatively safe as he forfeits the battle, realizing he has no real way to win. When I have Ampharos, he does burn, but it's still pretty healthy to take on this Milotic, and Jirachi just wins against Porygon Z. And if it wasn't Scarf, then Porygon Z is not that fast. I think Hydreigon. I'm not plus speed, but I'm pretty sure it still wins. Crobat wins that matchup, so We barely missed 1600, but you know, it's not a big deal. I mean, I'm not really into laddering seriously nowadays. But hope you enjoyed the battle, the team. You know, Crobat really coming through in both of those battles actually. So yeah, I'm gonna end it there.